Here we go with the November 2025 Dallas Card Show Review Quick Life Update. The house is sold. About to get a new vehicle. Just celebrated my 1-year anniversary since my brain surgery. Actually, it was November the 8th, 2024 that I had my acoustic neuroma removed, which is a benign brain tumor that sits on the acoustic nerve. Ended up taking my hearing, but not my life. So I'm forever grateful for Dr. Christopher Bogave down in San Antonio. Excellent neurosurgeon. Spent the year anniversary of that surgery in the Dallas Card Show. It was just perfect. As I look back at the year that I've gone through since that surgery, found out I had colon cancer through that whole process and caught it early enough to beat it. Won Teacher of the Year, was assistant baseball coach and pitching coach for a team that went to the state semifinal round, 1 game away from the state championship. Saw my son throw a no-hitter against the #1 team in the state in the playoffs. And he also won an all-state, first team all-state first base last year. What an incredible junior year Keaton had. And then the summer came, I sold my home, moved into a new one. I enrolled in grad school to become a school counselor. I've completed a good portion of that program. And I've been serving as the middle school counselor at my school since mid-August. Love being able to help kids in that way, in that role. And just reflecting on a year that had a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but was probably one of the favorite of the 50 years I've had on this planet. I squeezed every drop out of that year, let me tell you. So can't wait to see what 2026 has in store. Coming into the holidays, coming into the slower time of year for the hobby, but you wouldn't have known it by the card show. It was absolutely buzzing. Matter of fact, there were a couple of deals that I made at the card show for cards that did not make it home with me. I bought them and then I was offered such good deals on them that I flipped them right then and there. And I'm not normally a flipper. Let's get right into, let me show you just a few things that I saw because they're worth seeing. Going into the show, I told myself that I wanted to pair something up with this guy. So I picked up this 53 Topps Mantle. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous card. Now this was at the last Dallas show. And I was looking for something similar, but I was looking to pick up a 54 Topps Hank Aaron rookie card. But I wanted something similar in, condition, something centered, something very pleasing to the eye. And here's about the closest thing I found. It's a 4, and it's gorgeous. Price was a little high. I didn't even negotiate for it. I didn't even bother negotiating because I wasn't in love with this copy. And I figured I would hold out and not try to force this card, right? Just hold out for when I do see the copy that I need to go get. But great card nonetheless. Who knows? Who knows where I'll go with the vintage stuff? But I do want a Hank Aaron rookie card. I've always loved that card. So we'll see. Also saw this 1998 Fleer Brilliance, Randy Moss, 24 karat gold, PSA 9. My buddy Farley's cards. Good to see you, Farley. Had this card, and price tag on this was a cool $55K. That just shows you. Now this is a rookie, and it is out of 24, but that just shows you how absolutely wild the 90s parallel markets. The really rare sought after stuff like these 24 karat golds, the market has just gone insane. So speaking of, here's another one. This is also a rookie. It's the Dirk rookie from 98, $50K. If I ask myself, would I rather have the Dirk or the Moss? That's a good question. Man, I gotta say Dirk, right? Although the Moss was nice too. I don't know, that might be a coin flip there. I might just take the Dirk and the 10K. So 2 great cards that I saw. And then let's just talk about some business that I did. So we got there Saturday pretty early, 11 o'clock or so. I found myself alone. My friend Steve could not go until later. So for the first time in a long time, I was walking the show by myself, and I really enjoyed that. Stayed in the main room for a couple hours, then I sauntered over to the side room. Starlight room is what they call it. I went there and I picked up 2 cards, but I'm only going to talk about the first one. I'm going to save the other one I picked up from him as the last card I reveal. It's probably the highlight. But I did pick up this 2009 Finest Marion Barber III X-Fractor 1 of 1. Here you see the 1 of 1 on the back, right there across from the star. He had 275 on this. Now I'd already purchased the big card from him, and I just mentioned, hey, I like that Marion Barber 1 of 1. He said, man, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a good deal if you want it. He offered me 175, and I countered at 150, and he accepted. So I picked this up for 150. At trade night, a couple hours later, I flipped it for 400 bucks. On the other deal that I flipped, it's a bad picture because you can't really see from the glare, but 2011 Bowman Chrome Red Refractors Aroldis Chapman Rookie, true red out of 5. Bought this for 130, flipped it for 390. So between those 2 cards, I made 500. I also sold this blue Caitlin Clark 2024 blue Prism out of 199. Was able to move that, and this orange Joe Burrow out of 249, and I got out basically what I had in to both of those cards, which I'll consider a win. I bought the Caitlin at 1,500, but it had a couple comps at 2,600, and then the Burrow had a comp at like 1990. Let's call it 2K. So I got 46 in comps, and I got 94%. So I ended up taking 42 cash. And really, the market on both of those players is yet to be established since injury. You know, I have no doubt that Caitlin Clark's going to come back, but her hype has seemed to have definitely slowed down, and I would say is at risk of losing some significant momentum. Once the shine wears off on her, it won't take long for people to start making an exit out of her stuff, and her prices will come down. And the same thing for Joe Burrow. I mean, if he gets hurt again, or if he gets traded to any other team, that orange loses its color match appeal. And both players could reignite their careers and take those card prices higher than they've been, or it could happen the other way too. So just getting out where I got in was more than fine with me. So I've owned this. This is the 98 Essential Credentials Future Pudge, but I picked up this to go with it. This is actually a mail day pickup that I have not shown the channel yet, so I thought I would. This is the 99 Essential Credentials Future, so I have the 98 and the 99. I love collecting him. He's in that sweet spot for 90s inserts, and he was a all-world player, and he plays for my favorite team, the Rangers. All right, this is I picked up 2 cards, and this is one of them here. Actually, I picked up 4 cards, but I sold 2 of them, so this is one of the ones I kept. Now, Jacob Wilson is a young, emerging superstar who hit safely in 19 of his first 20 big league games and was hitting 370 by the end of May. At one point, an orange 2023 First Bowman PSA 10 auto sold for $18K. This card was sitting anywhere from $3 to $4K back in May to mid-June. And then Nick Kurtz came along. He had a kind of slow August, and this has tumbled all the way down to about 1,500. So I was able to, I saw this, and I had told myself when he was so hot early in the year, that, man, he fits the mold of the players that I like to collect. American-born shortstops with 5 tools, difference makers for their team. And he really reminds me of this guy a lot. So right there you have the future of the American-born MLB shortstops, with apologies, of course, to Gunnar Henderson. But we'll see where he is as he gets ready for a comeback type season. He had such a down year. The whole Orioles team had a down year last year, but this is, of course, the Green A's color match out of 99. I had a chance to grab it, and I did. I traded a Wonder Bread Darth Vader and an SPX Bo Jackson sticker auto, game used, patches, and the rest in cash for this. Added about $13.50. Got this around $13.50, so excited to add that. Next, here's the big guy. So this is the one that I picked up. The highlight of the show for me. I've been after this card for a long time. You know I PC Kerry Wood. Here are some others. I don't have a large PC yet, but he is a local kid from Irving. Was lights out for much of his early career until he had some arm injuries, but he had a very respectable career. But was one of the most dominating young pitchers this league has ever seen. Reminds me a lot of Dwight Gooden. And this, of course, is the Fleer Brilliance 24 karat gold. There you see it, 5 of 24 right there. Got a fair price on this. Paid a smidge over last comp. Let me show you. Let me take this out so you can see the shine on this guy. I mean, it is quite remarkable. So I have a couple of the gold Fleer Brilliance. I've got a Randy Moss out of 99, and I've got a Pudge. But this is my first 24 karat gold, and thrilled to own it, thrilled to have it. Kerry Wood is definitely somebody I like to PC. So yeah, Dallas show was a great one, fun as always, and it was a good time to spend my year anniversary and think back on how good God is to me. Until next time, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. We'll see ya. Be good. Take care.